What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a Gemini Jets airport update of Colorado Springs. It has been about a month and a half since I've done a Colorado Springs airport update, and I do apologize for that, but we are back into it. Starting off with this gorgeous model, as you can see in front of us. If you guys do end up liking this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, right here, as I did mention, we have the Southwest 737-800 in the Freedom 1 livery, also known as the 50-year anniversary livery for Southwest. This aircraft is taking off and will be heading out to Las Vegas. Rarely do we get the 737-800 into Colorado Springs, but we did today. Second in line for departure, we do have this United Airbus A320. This aircraft is in the old livery and will be heading out to Denver after the Southwest Freedom 1 takes off. Third in line for departure, we do have this Frontier Airbus A321 in the Steve the Eagle livery. After the United aircraft takes off, this airplane will be heading out to Las Vegas. Every once in a while we do get the Airbus A321, but typically it is the A320 and A320neo. I do have an informal trip announcement. I will be flying the Frontier A321 to Phoenix in December, so I'm looking forward to that. Starting us off at the gates, we'll be starting off with United. The first aircraft we have is the United CRJ 700. This is in the SkyWest paint scheme. Originally I did put this aircraft in and I was just going to send it to Denver, but then I was going through Flight Radar 24. And this exact SkyWest livery is flying to Lubbock today at 6:17 p.m. It is currently 5 p.m. in Colorado. So it's very cool to see this aircraft flying out of Colorado Springs. And actually Lubbock isn't even an official route, so this must be some sort of charter flight. Moving on, we do have this United Express CRJ 700. This aircraft is in the new livery and is loading off the passengers as well as offloading the baggage as it just arrived in from Houston IAH. Just pulled into the gate here, we do have this United Express Ember E175. This aircraft is actually in the old livery. Every once in a while I do like to put in a few old liveries because I just really like the old livery. This aircraft arrived in from Denver and will be heading out to Chicago ORD. Typically they use the CRJ 700 on this route, but I wanted to use the E175 because they do use that during the winter time. Moving right along, we do have another United 737-700. This aircraft just arrived in from Houston IAH and will be heading out to Chicago ORD. Recently, United did add the Los Angeles route, but that is typically on the CRJ 200. And in the background there, we do have this United 737-800 in the old livery, loading on passengers as well as getting catered before it heads out to Denver. Recently, United has been sending all of its medium body aircraft, such as the 737 and A320, A319, to Denver because Denver is having a lot of packs on this route, which is passengers per flight pretty much, and it is a very successful route. The most successful airline here at Colorado Springs is no other than Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines has been expanding rapidly here at Colorado Springs. They have two new routes coming November 23rd of this year, which is Houston Hobby and San Antonio. So that is super exciting to see. Southwest is doing good here. They have also been bringing in so much traffic for the airport, so it's really benefited the airport, and I hope to see them add more routes in the future. But this Southwest 737-700 in the Heart 1 is offloading passengers as it just arrived in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. And towards the back there, we do have another Southwest 737-800. As you do remember, we had the Freedom 1 at the beginning of the update, but this 737-800 will be heading out to Las Vegas. Moving on to our last Southwest aircraft at the airport, we do have the Nevada 1 livery. This aircraft is in the new tail, as you can see. I did a custom job on that. Hopefully it looks pretty good. This aircraft will be heading out to Denver International Airport. Moving on to our only American aircraft in this update, we do have the American Airbus A320 loading on the cleaning crew as well as the flight attendants and the pilots, and this will be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth. Following that, we do have this Delta connection, Bombardier CRJ 700, also known as the Mitsubishi 700, but nobody calls it that. This aircraft just arrived in from Atlanta and will be heading out to Salt Lake City. Just pushing back out of the gate here, we have this Delta 737-900ER. They are starting up the engines and will be pushing back for a flight out to Atlanta. They are currently 4th in line for departure. Last but certainly not least, we do have the Frontier Airbus A320neo. This is in the Colorado the Bighorn Sheep livery and is loading on passengers as well as fueling up, and will be heading out to Las Vegas. That does conclude this airport update of Colorado Springs Airport. I hope you guys did enjoy. And if you did end up liking the video, please consider leaving a like before you go, as well as subscribing to the channel so you can see more aviation content like this. I do have a few more airports that will be in the future. Denver is almost done. I am hoping to do Montrose Regional Airport for the winter time because they do get quite a bit of flights during the winter. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.